JFK.
But I heard he removed his ribs.
That's Marilyn Manson.
Oh.
Marilyn Monroe.
No, I think he removed Marilyn Monroe's ribs.
Marilyn Monroe was
And she
the
created man. No, how did she sing it?
like super sexual.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Don't look me in the eyes when
President.
you're doing it.
It's
Jeez,
super.
Lord, this guy hot
Dude,
here.
it's super cringe.
Sheesh. Is it cringe or was it cool back then?
I don't know. Either way, I think it was cringe. Either way.
He probably smashed.
Oh,
He smashed for sure.
Good looking dude. JFK?
JFK, yeah, he's young. You know, he wasn't good looking at the end of it.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Well, it's too soon. What do we do?
Have you actually watched the video?
Of him getting shot? Yeah.
Crazy.
It is pretty crazy. You know, it was Magneto that did it.
All right. What, did he just have a metal in his head?
A bullet. He moved the bullet.
You want to know something actually crazier? Not crazy, but some
What an
real life,
idiot.
like shit that's exploding. What?
Get a load of this guy.
Yeah, Magneto moved the bullet.
Yeah,
He didn't-
Magneto did. This guy did. Do you see the pager stuff
The who?
over in Lebanon?
No.
Oh.
So like
Pager?
yeah.
Like
no
Pager
pager,
Stoyakovich?
like old pagers, like
Oh, no.
so like to communicate
Put it in
the Hezbollah group.
Oh, you might be up to something.
It's like the terrorist group that like did all that shit during that festival, like a while back in Israel. Well, to secretly communicate with each other, they had pagers, and I don't know how they did it
Damn, like drug dealers in the 2000s?
in the 90s. But either way, Israel, I don't know how they did it, but they some kind of type of wave that caused all of them to explode. Yeah,
No, they took him out like that?
bro, it's all over Twitter. It was all over Twitter.
That's badass.
Yeah, it is.
Like they got rid of the group by blowing up their pagers?
Well, they're like, I mean, some of them still survive, but they're shit.
Like this, like the army did that to get rid of them, or they
Yeah,
did?
because they all secretly had it. There's like their secret way of communicating.
Dude, that's badass. That's
It's
cool.
also kind of scary though, because I'm thinking this thing. Like,
Oh, for sure. they
whenever
could do
they're
that.
ready, this
And-
thing.
yeah.
They're ready.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of wild, right?
That's why I keep mine. When I walk with my phone, I throw it in front of me and walk up to it. I never,
Just pick it right back
I
up.
never keep it in my pocket. I'm always just throwing it in front of me because
Just tossing it in the air.
also don't want that dick cancer.
Do not want that dick cancer. You know, you put a lot of tigers on here, Spinny.
Yeah,
We're missing our fellow whites.
Yeah,
Our fellow whites are going.
forgot the other whites weren't going to be here. So
Yeah, dude.
some baseball talk might be a little dry.
It might be a little limited there, but
Speaking of whites, Mo Sider signed his
Yeah,
deal.
shout out.
Yeah, 7 years, $8.5 million. Mo Sider. He is going to stay in Detroit for a while. Love that because coincidentally, I come home last night. My dad got me a Mo Sider jersey
no way.
for my birthday. Yeah,
That's hard. Which one?
So it's just the red
The red one?
53. No
Yeah.
fucking stupid patch.
Oh, that's
Didn't have
perfect.
the
Good.
little garbage patch on it. So
It's crazy. You're
Shout out,
probably getting
Pops.
those
Thank you.
cheaper than the one with the patch,
oh yeah.
which is crazy. You think that'd be more expensive because nobody wants to. I don't even. How do you let a garbage pail company like represent your team? That's such a bad like
I know. Of all things,
omen.
Of all things, you're just gonna be like, and our sponsors, Waste Management.
Yeah, bro. Like
We're still talking Tigers.
all due respect to that company. Yeah, we're still talking Tigers.
And
Don't worry.
we're gonna do
boy-
baseball.
the
We're
boy
gonna do
tapped in.
baseball 101. I want to get some initial reactions from you guys and what you think.
Did you actually turn
I'm
on
a
when I texted you,
savant.
Chris?
What?
Did you
actually
watch the
Did you
game?
actually turn on when I texted you?
No, I played 2K.
This
I
dude,
played 2K.
he lied in the chat too. He's like, "Wow, that was crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Piece
waiting
of
for.
shit.
He's
I
throwing
was waiting
himself.
for somebody to bite, but nobody.
Yeah, you
cared,
should be
so-
like my chemistry with Marvin Bagley's insane right now. Deep cut. Only heavyweights veterans know that one.
I do.
Yes,
I do
sir.
got good chemistry with Cade though. Not gonna lie, we on our second championship.
Oh,
What are
yeah.
you, a power forward?
I'm a center, dog. I'm a center.
Of course
For
you
you.
out here.
Stretch five or what?
Ultimate grind
Oh,
guy.
of course.
Yeah, that's the only way to go.
Hey, shout out James.
Shout out James. If you guys, what's your Venmo, Spinny? Before we get this thing
I
kicked
put it
off?
in the chat. Venmo at Spenmo Rex.
All right.
Like I say in the rap song in the intro. I'm stacking up and you felt that. So Venmo, Spenmo Rex. So
It's crazy that rapper happened to say that.
yeah.
Yeah, Spinmo Rex is the Venmo. If you guys didn't catch that,
Yep.
it's boy's birthday. If you didn't know why we were singing Happy Birthday, that is why. Mel Kiper trying to outlaw
Dog, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Did
2-eye
you,
safety.
did you see?
I did watch.
Shout out to all you guys in the chat. And yeah, we're going to talk baseball. We're talking baseball. Even without the other whites here, I will talk baseball for 30 minutes by myself.
Yeah, I'll text
if I have
Brady.
to.
We need a fellow white.
Yeah, text Brady. Yeah, have Brady. Brady just hit like a $600 parlay.
That
Yeah.
he didn't share.
That he didn't share. And we have a whole group text for sharing bets.
Shout out to Beth. Beth gave me a birthday present. Shout out to Beth.
Finally got a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, my dreams come true, and now I can die happy. But no, shout out to Bethany for the birthday present. She's amazing. Yeah, but amazing
also,
win by the Tigers last night.
We do have an Arizona Cardinals beat reporter coming on at 5:45. Formerly of
Alex
NBC
Clancy.
Mm-hmm.
Fox Sports. Yep, Alex Clancy. He'll be joining us to give us the Arizona Cardinals spin on the game we got coming up this Sunday.
Shout out to James. Sent me a Venmo for some baby oil. So shout out to him. No
Shout out
diddy.
to James.
Yeah, I am. I'm really excited with what the Tigers are going. I totally forgot neither of the other whites are going to be here.
It's all right. We got a fellow white in the building.
We got a fellow white in the building.
You're a
Baseball
fellow white.
guy too.
Baseball guy.
Yeah, so Brady's going to come in here. We're going to talk some baseball. Because, man, these gritty Tigs, dude, they are hot.
Whoa.
They're hot. Tigs.
White's getting out of control.
Tigs.
Say whatever you
Tigs.
want. now.
Relax,
Just because it's
relax.
his birthday.
Yes, it's your birthday, brother. I mean, what's going on here?
But did you hear the fucking Mel Kiper shit?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Back in my day, they used to
I
throw
don't even
bombs.
know.
All like, shut up, old man.
I couldn't tell if it was a bit or if he was being serious.
He's just stupid. If it's not about the draft, which
Really
he
is
isn't
the
even
worst.
good at anymore, by the way.
Yeah, why do they have him on?
Like, he's not even good at doing the
Legacy
draft
act.
stuff now. But if it's not about that, I don't want to hear you open your mouth, Mel Kiper. Because saying they should outlaw 2 high safeties is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is so bad. They're ruining the game. Back in my day, Terry Bradshaw used to be able to throw the ball down the field.
Well, the thing is, though, back
Shut
in his
up.
day, they were running the football. 2 high safeties opens that up.
Yes.
What they actually did back in his
He's
day.
an
Not
idiot.
the bullshit he's saying happened.
Python Knight in the Woodward Sports Chat. He said, question about the Lions. When they're the topic, if Baby Thor is out with a concussion on Sunday, who steps up as the leader of the defense, excluding Hutch? It'll be a very common answer. I'm going to say
Excluding Hutch and Brian Branch.
Jack Campbell.
Yep.
Why?
Because I think they're going to pass the green dot onto him. They already gave him the...
Oh, you're talking about who's wearing the green dot? Is that what he asked?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he said who's the leader, who will be the leader of the defense.
Brian Branch.
No, Aaron Glenn said in the
No,
press conference,
Jack might
I
have the
watched
green
it.
dot, but I'm saying, like, who's going to, like, be
I
Oh,
know,
like
but the next
stud.
emotional leader? Yeah,
Or just,
Brian
like,
Branch.
I thought he meant stud. I don't know, like, actually calling plays. Yeah, it'll be Jack Campbell.
Yeah. Leader, who's going to step up as a leader? If Alex Anzalone is out, I think it's going to be DJ Reader. You've got a veteran guy in there.
Yeah.
Calm the troops down. I'm sure he'll say something to the defense before the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see DJ Reader stepping up into that role. Him or Davenport, the two veterans on this defense.
Yeah.
Or how
Maybe
about the
Germ?
offense just be good?
I think Reader probably for sure because he's the OG, but also just because they're seeing more of the field. Probably one of those guys in the back. Like, I mean, honestly, Kirby or Brian. I mean, Jack's going to be the guy with the green dot calling the plays, so he'll actually have things to say too. And that was the plus
Tell her
that
it's his birthday.
they were saying about him in camp. And a lot of it wasn't like
Little brown tape.
play per se. It was just him actually being the green dot guy, understanding the defense, understanding the calls. So like, he'll be doing that part of it. But in terms of stepping up and play, or just like who we're gonna have to rely on, to me, it's Brian Branch.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, Branch and Hutch are the 2 best players on your defense. So play-wise, it would be them. Vocal-wise, leadership-wise, I'm looking at DJ Reader. But green dot, it's going to be Jack Campbell. And yeah, everybody in the chat, the Minnesota Twins lost again today. So the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, who'd you RIP? The Twins today?
RIP the Orioles World Series hopes.
Oh, World Series.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you did.
They'll still make the playoffs.
Oh,
Shit.
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
They're not winning the World Series with that pitching staff.
The way you said it, I'm not gonna lie. The way you said it felt like the beginning of a clip of before like someone plays them winning the World Series, or just like doing something crazy.
I mean, they were one of the World Series favorites all year. But they've been
I know.
bad the past one.
Bad.
So, bad. Yeah, the Tigers are now in a tie for the last wild card spot. The Twins do have the tiebreaker, so you need to have a better record than them outright if you do want to make it. But we hold the tiebreaker to the Royals, I believe. So if we catch the Royals or the Orioles, which we got a series up coming against, I love it, man. Scoobs was feeling it last night. His MPWM, he sure was, man. That when he got that strikeout of Salvi, first of all, that at bat was just anxiety fuel. His pitch comm thing wasn't working, and then different things were going on throughout the at bat. He couldn't hear the pitch, and he finally got the strikeout of Salvador Perez, which was the last pitch he threw. And yeah, he was, Scoobs isn't afraid to show his emotion on the mound. You love to see that. He pitched a great game. Some of the guys came in, took over for him, also pitched very well. Hannafy threw a couple great innings until his last inning. And then I don't even know the name of the guy that Gauthier, I don't even know how to pronounce it, came in, got a nice double play, got an out at the top of the ninth, then Vest came in and slammed the door. So you love to see that. It was a good pitching performance by the Tigers as a whole. And the young guys got it done. Riley Green, his 24th home run of the year, absolute no doubter. We saw Parker Meadows get in on the fun. We saw Chase Young with just an insane slide to score. Salvador Perez was pissed off. He didn't even know what to do because Chase Young, if you didn't see it, he was running to score. The throw got there. He had 10 feet on him in the throw. Throw got there plenty of time. And so Chase Young kind of let up, and it looked like he was just going to let Salvi tag him, and he dove under him and kicked the play. It looked like he tore his ACL, but it was just an amazing slide from the Rook to get in there.
Shout out. The Mo Sires stuff. You were right, by the way. I thought he's going to get more than that.
Yeah.
I know he only had 21 goals in the past 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really a goal-scoring guy. He is a defensive defenseman. And
is that why he got the discount?
No. He got that because he's not the captain. If, you're never going to pay somebody more than your captain. And so, they had to get under Larkin's 8-7.
Oh, he's 8-7.
Yeah. So that's what happened. And I love it. Mo Sider, he very well could have hit the open market and probably got $9, maybe $10 million a year.
That's why I was thinking the contract was going to be.
But it's hockey, man. These guys are loyal. And like I said, when you are in a room, you're Mo Sider and your agent's Claude Lemieux.
Yeah. And
you're in a room with Steve Yzerman, Nick Lidstrom, and Chris Draper. That's pretty intense. That's a tough front.
Especially with your agent.
To sit across from, and argue with. And
also, how does Claude Lemieux become an agent?
Hey, I mean, I don't know, but he's getting paid. Shout out to Mo Sider. I'm glad he's back. He potentially could be the next C on this team whenever Larkin decides to hang it up. Mo Sider would definitely be one of the first guys to take that captain patch from him. But Mo Sider is going to be wearing the A this year. Dylan Larkin is going to be wearing the C. Lucas Raymond should be wearing the A this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd probably give one to Kane. I don't know. It's Sherratt maybe. We'll see. But I'm excited. All the deals are done. I was getting a little nervous there. I knew they were going to get it done, but still I wanted to see it done sooner. But I'm happy the guys got locked up.
So just real quick, what's the cap space situation look like now?
Nothing. You have nothing.
It's all gone.
Yeah, you had 16 and a half. Or just under 17 before.
Remember they had a little something left, and we're like, oh, maybe there's another move coming.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Now we're cooked.
They might trade Campbell to free up a little bit of space for something, but no, you got no money left.
Well, that sucks. That's all right though. We're on the up and ups.
Oh yeah, no, you got a complete roster.
The emergence of Raymond.
It's
not like he played the entire season like that. It's more so the back half.
Yeah, no, Raymond really turned
season of that.
It was after him and Ben Sherratt got into a fight at practice.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went out there and he was the best player on the team for the second half of the year.
Yeah.
So Raymond, I expect a 40-goal season, close to 90 points out of him. Mo Sider, just do what he did last year. Be the guy who leads the NHL in ice minutes. Be the guy who's top 3 in the NHL in block shots. Be the guy who's top 5 in the NHL in hits. Just be that defensive stalwart. You got Edvinson showing up to camp at 225, 6'6", 225, looking like a monster out there. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Womp that like button, said James.
Womp.
For sure. Spenny going to freak off tonight, says Slappy313. No, chill night.
Take the +6, Patriots.
I took,
That's free money.
I threw Garrett Wilson first touchdown score was +700. And then, what's his name? Ramondre Stevenson, first touchdown scorer, plus 550.
I like that more.
So I put a little bit on both of those.
Only because I didn't watch the Titans game, but I'd watch. I think Pollard actually had a big game last weekend. Just I looked at fantasy, and then just going back to week 1 when they were on Monday Night Football. But it was Jordan Mason, not even Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
ran the ball,
tearing him up
down the Jets' throat,
tearing him up
at will. Yeah, Ramondre Stevenson first time. Yeah,
I took the over Ramondre Stevenson yards. I took the over Jacoby Brissett yards because it was 163.
Shout out to the sportsbook.
And I took over 0.5 passing touchdowns for Jacoby Brissett.
Did you go to the gym today?
I did.
Where at?
Planet Fitness. Because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, could feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full-body workout, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff in a totally judgment-free atmosphere. Did you know all memberships include fitness training for no extra cost? Or you can upgrade to Black Card and get use of menus like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and all that good stuff. It's Planet Fitness. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
KDK Law, guys. It's Kevin and Catherine right here in Birmingham, Michigan. Give them a call, 248-971-0476, or scan the QR code above my head. Guys, you're dealing with any type of family law issue, it's divorce, child custody,
sneezes
or
are funny?
visitation.
I can't sneeze anymore.
Call Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law. 10 pleasure of experience, 24/7 availability. Tell them the heavyweight since you do pay your first time filing fee. What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live at WoodSports.com. He's joined by Spimo Rex, Young Chris. We got Silent Mike in the building. It's my first show with Silent Mike. Silent Mike, I like to share. I like to go around the room. Do you want me to come to you today for anything, or you staying silent?
I mean, you can. I may not be much help today, but
He's electric, dude. You just got to give him quick one-liners that he can just...
Are the Tigers making the playoffs? Silent Mike.
sure.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey,
I'll get it in, baby.
It is.
Hey!
Neil says it. He's the most electric man in show business. It gets the people going.
Let's go, man.
Appreciate everyone in the chat. There's Detroit Supremacy. Back in the chat. Chris, did you do that?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I did not.
Did not? Oh.
He's back.
He's back. Somebody unblocked him.
Easy has somebody conspiring against him.
Easy immediately jumped in there. No, but shout out to Supremacy for the birthday wishes. Shout out Mama Jan. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday.
I didn't unblock him.
Thank you everybody in the chat for the happy birthday wishes. Appreciate that.
I should block him.
Where's Brady? That would be funny. Where's Brady? Are we talking Tigers or what?
He backed out. Cowardly White.
Oh, what? Cowardly White for sure.
I did see a question in the Woodward Sports chat. I mean, hit up Ryan.
I'm calling Brady right now.
Actually, I could ask you questions, but I think it was Ed. Let me find the comment here real quick. I can't find the last name, but I saw the first name was Ed.
Dude,
yes.
What are you doing?
Want me to come in?
Yeah, come talk Tigers. I don't have any other whites with me today.
Okay, fine. I'll go talk Tigers.
All right, just one segment. Stop being such a bitch, dude. Sound like he was just waking up. Like he's taking a nap.
He's like sad about it.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Okay.
I do what
I
I
have
want.
a question though.
You just hit a $550 parlay. The guy should be jumping for joy right now.
He's a ring playing college baseball. He won the chip.
Oh yeah, they won the chip.
I think he had two of them, don't he?
I think so. No, Brady was a dog. Like Ryan Lentz played college baseball as well. Kind of ass. Brady was good as fuck. No, Lentz, I love you. I'm just joking. But
I have
no,
a question,
Brady
though.
was like Ryan will even tell you Brady was better than him.
And I put in the first one, and maybe I'll wait for Brady to get in here too. But would the Tigers be in this position had Javi Baez remained on the team?
No, the Tigers would not be in this situation since if Javi Baez remained on the team. Unsurprisingly, the Tigers have been the best team in baseball since Javi Baez got sent to the IR. Like, there's no like confusing that was an important step for the Detroit Tigers. Trey Sweeney has been damn good. He's been as solid as it comes at shortstop in the field, and he has been twice the hitter that Javi Baez is. You would not have done this with Javi Baez. That's a gaping hole in the field as well, because he's a negative defender, as much as everybody's like, but his glove, he's so cool. Like, no, he sucks in both sides of the ball. He's absolutely cooked. And now that he's gone, they're actually winning games. Brady, Tigers,
baby.
in a tie for the last wild card spot.
We
How
were
you
going
feeling?
wild in the back.
Oh, we were. How you feeling?
Something that we haven't felt in, 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years. It's exciting. I hope it doesn't fizzle off in this next, few days or so. I hope they can keep it strong until the very, very end, so it's just as exciting.
And shout out to Caesar Sportsbook, because you just hit a $550 parlay.
Yeah, we hit an 8-leg money line parlay. Let's check it out real quick.
Had the Tigers in there?
Had the Tigers in there from yesterday. Let's see. It was money line, all money line, 8-leg, plus
like 10,000, right?
Yeah, plus 10,953. It was Guardians money line, Tigers, Brewers, Cardinals, Rangers, Yankees, and then today Orioles and Braves.
Wow. He was sweating it too, because the
Sweating
Orioles
it.
were trying to choke it away. They really were, because the Orioles suck. Speaking of which, Tigers got the O's coming up. How are you feeling about that? You feeling confident seeing how they looked against the Giants versus how the Tigers looked against the first place Royals? Well, were the first place Royals?
Yeah, I think it was a 3-game series.
Yep.
Got to take 2 or 3 or sweep. I mean, they get Corbin Burns, I think, game 1, which is going to be tough. But we saw him.
Montero on the mound, though.
We saw him 5 days ago. So
Montero's been better since the All-Star break than Corbin Burns, statistically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a better whip. He's got a better ERA.
Love that. Was his last start was I don't know if it was his last start, but complete game, shutout,
Yeah,
27 minimum
faced.
batters. That's what we want to see.
You love that.
I mean, the pitching staff completely has just gone berserk.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Chris Fetter
with nobody. They
With nobody.
just got Reese Olson and Casey Mize back from injury. It's been Tariq Skubal, Kiter Montero, and 3 bullpen days for months.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. Hopefully we can get some more firepower going into the offseason, for next year. Some more toys for Chris Fetter to play with. And then let's spend some money on some bats. But let's not look too far ahead.
We're looking right now.
Yeah, we're looking right now.
Do the Tigers make the playoffs this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
We have to.
You have to.
We have to.
You have to. Are you worried about Colt Keith's injury?
No, I think he said yesterday that he was feeling better than expected, and we saw the play. It was just a little dive. I mean, I played second, and I've dove like that before.
Where did you play second?
Adrian College.
What did you do at Adrian College?
Won a couple chips.
Won a couple chips, yeah.
Yeah, we won 4 conference championships, but that's about it.
Oh, I thought I got a ring.
No, he went to the World Series.
Yeah, went to the World Series. We lost it in the game before the finals.
He also has one of the best pimp jobs on a home run I've ever seen. It's pretty sweet.
Against Wisconsin Whitewater. Grand Slam.
Bench was chirping.
Who's the best player you played?
Best player I played?
Yeah. Anyone that's in the big leagues?
So, yeah. I played with, on my team alone, Ryan Doro, shortstop, got drafted to Texas. Tommy Parsons, starting pitcher, got drafted to the Cardinals. Mo Hanley just got drafted to the Angels. And then we had a guy go to the Twins, Pierce Banks again. So I played with 4 or 5 just on my college team alone. But probably the best guy I've ever faced was Tommy Henry, who went to Michigan. He was a pitcher. He's now with the Diamondbacks. I'm pretty sure he's in their rotation. He threw a complete game shutout against us and hit
Wow.
he hit a 2-run double to win 2-0 off the wall.
Damn.
Yeah,
Some
he did
Shohei
everything.
shit.
Yeah.
So speaking of Michigan pitchers, we have a former Michigan pitcher that works here.
Yeah.
You getting a bet versus Broder? Are you taking him deep?
Probably not the first time, but it'd be interesting.
Because you're closer to your prime than he is.
That is very, very true.
He's pretty far removed from his glory years.
I'm pretty confident in my ability to hit the baseball.
There we go. What was your average?
Over 5 years, it was like 360.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, I told you he's good.
Yeah.
Damn, Brady, I didn't know that.
I can swing it.
Good shit.
Yeah. All right. So last thing before we let you get out of here.
Yep.
The Tigers fans, what do they have to look forward going down the stretch other than fighting for the playoffs? Who should they look out for? What is a guy you think is going to make a bunch of noise to help them get into the playoffs?
Well, we've seen it the past couple of days. Wenzel Perez has been going crazy.
Yeah, he has.
Obviously, you're going to have Parker. Parker's been doing his thing since he got brought up, but it looks like Wenzel Perez is going to get those important, not starts, but he's going to get those important, what am I looking for? Fill-ins, like 8th, 9th inning at bats.
Yeah, pinch hits.
Yeah, pinch hits. So we'll see. I think he's going to be the one to look for.
A couple big hits for Wenzel Perez.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Brady, appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
Glad to talk to somebody else about baseball because these guys don't watch baseball at all. So.
I watched these past two games.
Easy has been watching the past week or so. Chris, I don't even think he's ever seen a baseball
I'm a
game.
savant.
But Brady, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
We do got to go to break. Chris, tell us about Feldman.
Feldman Chevrolet is Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer with 18 locations. There's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. You can visit feldmanauto.com to find the nearest location near you. Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. Catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. And Spencer, tell us about the new drink.
Have you heard of a long drink, the gin-based cocktail? We've got one for you made right here in Michigan. Made with all natural ingredients for a better flavor. Caller, the Dutch long drink from New Holland Brewing Company is head and shoulders above the rest, and we're not talking Troy Polamalu. Made from New Holland small batch gin, 100% real grapefruit puree for a fresh, delicious flavor. Caller is your local long drink.
Winning is a habit. So is listening daily to Woodward Sports. We're glad you're a winner, and thanks for listening.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Womp womp.
On game day, wake up with Woodward and Maine, your source for all the inside information on the defending NFC North champions, your Detroit Lions, with insights from sports media legend Terry Foster and rising star Matt Broder. Get ready, Detroit. Every Sunday, 8 to 9, Woodward and Maine, brought to you by Tangerine Space Machine, Caller, your local long drink, Sabbath Coffee, and Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. And also, don't forget about the Lions pregame show. It's the New Holland Brewing Company pregame show every game day. Neil Rule and Sean Beligian bring you the best Lions pregame show Sunday, 10 a.m. to noon on Woodward Sports and live at Second Best Bar in Detroit. The latest injury reports, fantasy sits and starts, and everything. Join them every Sunday And this is brought to you by Tangerine Space Machine, Taller Your Local Law and Drink, Sabbath Coffee, and Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey.
I can feel my chair shrinking.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's the most annoying thing. What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. He's joined by Spimo Rex,
I drank my
Young
first-
Chris. We got Silent Mike.
That's that protein today.
Yeah.
Look at those arms, dude. Holy shit. I look like a monster. I can feel the protein pumping through my veins.
I think it's just the angle, because from here, maybe it's just the right. Or pull up that sleeve a little bit. That's what it is. Now I'll do it. Still nothing. I'm fucking- you know what's funny about having Brady on to talk baseball? You know what's funny about having Brady on to talk baseball is that, and I said this during the break as well, but like, even when I do grab my baseball friends to ask them what the hell's going on, no one, it's hard to explain, because what AJ Hinch is doing, like putting this together with string and glue sticks, like it's wizardry.
It's hard to explain because we haven't seen it done like this before. We haven't seen a team have the best pitching staff in the MLB and not have a pitching staff. We haven't seen a team with absolutely zero veteran leadership throughout the lineup come out there and put up runs like they are. They are all young guys. Your biggest veteran is like Riley Green or Jake Rogers is your veteran leadership. What Chris Fetter and AJ Hinch are doing with this team, with this lineup, and more specifically with this pitching staff are absolutely unfathomable results. Like, it is just absolutely insane what they're doing. Like I said, you've had 1.5 starters since the All-Star break. You traded your second best starter, hands down, in I can't even remember his name. Why can't I remember his name? Jack Flaherty. You trade him. You have Skubal. Remember, at this point, Will Olsen and Mize were both injured. So you got Skubal, you got Montero, and you got a bunch of nobodies and bullpen days, and they're making things happen. They have one of the best starting rotations statistically when you look at FIP, WHIP, and ERA in the MLB, like top 3 in all 3 of those categories, which are the most important pitching categories, which is fielding, independent pitching, earned run average, and walks and hits per inning pitched. This is just absolutely insane what they're doing with this ragtag assortment of pitchers, and then the young guys as well. The craziest thing is you have guys like Kyler Montero, who was kind of getting shelled when he was not in the big leagues, come up here and look insane. You have guys like Bo Brisky, who Neil said he used to laugh every time Bo Brisky would get in the game because he would just hard contact. He's coming in here painting the corners with 100-mile-per-hour fastballs and looking insane. You have guys like Hannafy, who he's wearing number like 71. Like, nobody's just coming in here looking amazing. I've said it before. I will say it again. Chris Fetter is the most important assistant coach in sports. He is more important than Ben Johnson. He is more important than Aaron Glenn. He is more important than whoever you want to talk. Wink Martindale. He's more important. Not just Michigan, not just baseball, any sport, any professional sport. Chris Fetter is the most important assistant coach. He should be the highest paid bench coach in the MLB next year. You need to lock this ass down before he totes his nice little bun somewhere else, because there's going to be a lot of coaching vacancies in the MLB this year, and he is going to be a prime candidate for a lot of those spots. Chris Fetter needs to stay here. AJ Hinch, Neil said it today on BDE, should be manager of the year in baseball. What he's doing, I already talked about this lineup of ragtag and rookies. The guys that he's bringing up that are just having instant impacts. We've seen it with Wencel Perez basically the whole season. We saw it with Justin Henry Malloy for a little bit. We saw it with guys like Valade and Buddy Kennedy, who come in here and they carry this team offensively for a stretch of games when they really need it. And all of that has kept them alive and has put them in a spot where they are tied for the last wild card spot when they were 8 games back of 500 at the beginning of the month. This is just, or the beginning of last month, excuse me. This is just absolutely insane what they're doing with this ragtag assortment of players that really, half of them aren't MLB guys.
I know.
And Chris Fetter and AJ Hinch have them playing like all-stars.
I know I saw the other day, like the 2011 Cardinals, and I know that brings up bad memories for a lot of people, but like, you can't even liken it to them just because of like, they had Albert Pujols. He's like 31 years old when they did that one.
Yeah.
There's no...
And
it's insane.
DNC ENT says Fred Vinson greater than. If Fred Vinson comes in here and makes the Detroit Pistons a top 2 shooting team in the NBA, then you could say that. But unless that happens, it's not close. Because that's literally what Chris Fedor is doing with worse talent than what the Pistons have outside of Tariq Skubal. Like, it's just absolutely nuts.
So you're talking about him walking and going to other organizations as what, a pitching coach?
As a head coach, as a skipper.
You think he's going to pass up on that opportunity to stay here?
I think he can. I think him and AJ Hinch are very close. They're good friends. He got him into this. Maybe he just wants to be a pitching coach. Because a lot of guys, like we've seen guys like Lloyd McClendon, different guys that were hitting coaches or pitching coaches, get that head coaching role, flame out. You can't do it because it takes a lot of different things than just being a pitching coach.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to juggle a lineup. You have to make decisions in the heat of battle. You have to do a lot of different things. Pitching coach, you're just working with these guys, and he is damn good at that. So maybe he just wants to keep doing that. That's something he loves, possibly. So we'll see. But if you give him the amount of money he would make as a head coach, which they should, then he can't say no to that.
Take like the bias and to want it to happen. Is it realistic? I guess. Like you don't think he'd at least give himself the opportunity to be the manager?
It doesn't happen. I mean, it happens a lot, but it's not something crazy in the MLB of these guys turning down or just not wanting to be head coaches, not wanting to be skippers. Shout out to Mike Wave. Oh, it's Silent Mike. Shout out to Silent Mike with the 5 gifted subs in the chat.
Shout out.
But yeah,
making it rain.
Silent Mike, how do you feel about Chris Fedor?
I don't watch sports like that.
That's fair. That's fair. He doesn't watch sports, but he knows the name. He's heard the name Chris Fedor because his name should be screamed from the rooftops throughout all of Detroit. If you want to thank one person,
Chris,
that's Chris Fedor. Oh my God, Chris, fix my knuckleball. You help me with that slider. The spin rate is so much improved.
Oh, knuckle so deep, Chris. Oh my God,
Jesus, Chris. The spin rate on my slider is so much better.
All right, chill. Chill for listeners. Don't have headphones in right now.
Yeah. Oh, Chris. But you look at this guy. He is the single most important reason the Tigers are where they are right now. More important than Tariq Skubal. More important than AJ Hinch. More important than Riley Green, than any of these guys. It's Chris Fedor. Like, what he did, obviously Tariq Skubal's got the stuff, but Chris Fedor helped him hone it, helped him chisel away at the marble until you saw the beautiful work of art under it, becoming a Cy Young favorite, a triple crown potential winning pitcher. That's under the tutelage of Chris Fedor. We saw guys like Flaherty and Lorenzen who were cooked, who weren't what they were, come in, get a year of Chris Fedor, and be one of the hottest names on the trade deadline.
Flaherty had an injury.
Huh?
Well, Flaherty was coming back. Yeah, he
yeah,
got hurt.
And people didn't want him. People were scared of him. And Chris Fedor made him look like he was like a top 5 Cy Young contender in the AL.
I think the biggest credit to his name, in my opinion, and promise you, and when it comes to baseball, it's, actually, no, I was right about the deadline. We kept Skubal, look at us now.
Sure.
But the bullpen days, that's been the craziest.
Tyler Holton looking like one of, if not the best reliever in the American League.
Brisky
looking absolutely insane. Jason Foley, Will Vest, Tyler Hannafy. These guys are making every single pitch. It's just insane what they're doing.
Chris to rule them all.
I love Chris Fedor. If the Tigers lose Chris Fedor, it will be devastating for their team.
Shout out to Hunter Parker.
Yeah.
Super chat. So I would just like to say, I haven't seen the Tigers this good since I was 9 years old. I'm 21 now. And the fact is, they did it all in under a month. W.
It's facts. That's facts.
What's that? The facts?
At the beginning of August, they were 8 games under 500. At the beginning of August, Parker Meadows was hitting 131. Like, this team has just hit such a 180, and they look like one of the best teams in baseball. They look like a team that nobody wants to see in the playoffs. The Orioles are shitting bricks knowing that they got the Tigers coming into town here pretty soon because they're reeling. The Orioles are playing bad. Their pitching staff could use some Chris Fedor right now. Like I said, Chris Fedor has Keider Montero outperforming Corbin Burns, who started the All-Star game since the All-Star game. It's insane. It's insane. The guy does not get enough credit. His name should be mentioned anytime someone says anything good about the Detroit Tigers. Chris Fetter has been the absolute MVP of this season, and I hope he is the Detroit Tigers pitching coach until I die.
DNC ENT was a victim of your shenanigans. He was in the customer's driveway, radio at 40 with the windows down and driver door open. And all I could hear is, Chris!
Oh, Chris, the spin rate on that slider is so much
knuckleball.
better.
Oh, Chris!
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna set up
that's
the
me.
Krispy Kreme.
That's me in bed
I'm gonna
after the game
absolute
last
glaze
night.
run.
Oh, Chris, that spin rate.
You in bed?
Huh? It's
You
me
were-
in bed.
Oh.
In bed last
It's
night.
like, yo,
it's me in
wait.
bed. Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
No, I just can't. I can't
Had
say
one
enough
request
about this
for my
guy.
birthday.
Same with AJ Hinch. AJ Hinch, I met you. I've talked to you. Shook your hand. You're a cool guy. Probably super chill dude. You are an absolute genius. Just sprinkling the pixie dust wherever you go. I love it, man. The Gritty Tigs, they're fun to watch. Every at bat, every pitch has you on the edge of your seat. When you got Scooble screaming on the mound after striking out one of the biggest Tiger killers of all time, a first ballot Hall of Famer, probably the best catcher since Joe Mauer of our generation. It's just awesome to see, man. It's awesome to see. Detroit is so much better of a sports town when the Tigers are good. And just thinking of having Tigers playoff baseball down there when we got Lions games going on, it would just be beautiful to lead right into the Red Wings making a playoff push this year. The Pistons are going to be better. They're going to be competitive.
They're going to be competitive.
Yeah.
They're going to be
They're going to be better.
They can't be worse. Yeah, I'm not saying they're making the playoffs. I'm saying they're going to be fun to watch. I love it, man.
The Gritty Tigs.
The Gritty Tigs, man. I love it. We do got to go to break.
We got to go to break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Alex Clancy, Arizona Cardinals, Locked On Cardinals, and also with Fox and NBC. But first, tell us about Sabbath Coffee.
I will tell you about Sabbath Coffee. Fuel your Lions fandom with a perfect cup and become a subscriber for Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Whether you are gearing up for the big game or savoring a quiet morning, Sabbath Coffee Roasters has you covered with fresh, locally roasted specialty coffee delivered right to your door. Head to SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Choose your favorite roast, use code word Woodward, and get 25% off your first subscription order. Awaken, unwind, support local, and enjoy game day right with Sabbath Coffee Roasters. And while you're enjoying that cup of coffee from Sabbath, maybe you want to place a bet. Well, where you can do that is Caesar Sportsbook. If I told you you could place any bet up to $1,000, and if you lose, you get your money back, would you think I'm crazy? Silent Mike would. Scan the QR code, enter the code Woodward1000, and if your first bet doesn't hit like Caleb's, you'll get the deposit back up to $1,000. That's right, up to $1,000 back just for giving it a shot. Minimum bet just $20. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app today, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Use code Woodward100 or scan the QR code right there on the screen.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Hamp for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports. We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Easy Dispo.
Dispo Dispensary is not only your local cannabis plug, but right now, if you purchase any item $25 or more, items, you get $10 off that. $10. That's
Free weed, people.
Free weed. That's what we're talking about right here, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Woodward Sports, DispoShops.com. Find one near you. I don't know why I just said WoodwardSports.com. DispoShops.com. Find one near you. Remember, you must be 20 up and over. 8-part tipper deck.
Rabbit Axe Scabbard.
My thing, I'm bugged. I just heard that.
I think it just cut out for a second.
I'm back now. Yeah, that's weird. What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. He's joined by Spimo Rax, Young Chris.
What up, though?
We got Silent Mike in the building, but we are also joined by Alex Clancy from Locked On Cardinals. We had to get a Cards guy in here because obviously Lions got a lot of hype around them nationally and all around. The Cards, they're kind of scaring me now. They're kind of scaring me this year. Is this legit, Alex? Are they a threat to my Lions?
Who the hell knows? You know, I mean, it seems like they've played two very competitive games. One was a blowout, and one was, toe-to-toe in Orchard Park against one of the best AFC teams we've seen in the last 5 or 7 years. So it seems the tea leaves would be leading that way, but it's still week 2, man. I mean, anything could happen on Sunday.
And what we've seen out of the team so far, or the game plans, the Lions against the Lions offense, which was so good the past 2 years, is they've been trying to take away the middle of the field where guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta make their money. Well, who on the Cardinals would Lions fans have to look out for to be in that role? Would it be? Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even need me here. That's right. Budda Baker, Jalen Thompson, man.
Yeah.
Jalen Thompson's a very underrated guy. In Cardinals world, we know who he is, and he's a great backup dancer to Budda Baker. But yeah, it's going to be him. You're going to see Kazir White. You're going to see Mac Wilson, the two linebackers in the middle of the field. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the corners. The one thing about Jonathan Gannon and Nick Rallis' defense is there is a base, but there really isn't a base. If they have 7, talented corners, they're going to find a way to put them all out there. Like, it's this weird thing where they play the man, they play the scheme of the offense, and not necessarily just have a traditional base. So you could see a whole lot of things, but yes, Budda Baker lingering over the top is something every offense needs to watch out for.
Now, I noticed, so our guy, Aiden Hutchinson's off to like a historic start, at least here in Detroit. 5.5 sacks in the season. He's been going against backup tackles. Kelvin Beachum coming up, but he also has some starts in his back pocket as well. He's been around the league for a while. What caliber of offensive tackles is he going up against? Can he have a repeat of last week?
Yeah, he can. I mean, he could double his total sack total on Sunday. But Kelvin Beachum's been one of the best signings. I was a huge non-fan of Steve Keim and Cliff Kingsbury, the last regime. That was one of Steve Keim's better signings. It was very under the radar. He comes in when DJ Humphries was here, when he got hurt. He would come in, and he's a great swing tackle for the Cardinals who can play both sides of the field. He had an upwards of 80 Pro Football Focus rating last week. Aiden Hutchinson is going to get his, but I think Kelvin Beachum is good enough to chip him, where last week, I don't know what's going on with Tampa Bay's offensive line, but the Cardinals' offensive line is either at par or better than them. Kelvin Beachum, he holds his own, but as I've said since, coming into sports media when Kyler Murray was drafted, the best offensive lineman the Arizona Cardinals have is Kyler Murray's legs, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Yeah, that's the other piece I was going to say, because I want to give Detroit Lions fans hope. I'll give them hope for a victory here. And some of the things I pieced together from that offense last week is I feel like a lot of it wasn't drawn up. It felt like the playground ball where Kyler Murray's out there scrambling, just fuck it, Marvin's down there somewhere.
Yeah, and the thing that I've been struggling with after watching that, as a football fan, it's like, wow. I mean, how can you get better than 158.3 in a 31-point win against a division foe, even though they're hobbled? But you don't want to see that. You don't want to see the unscripted plays as much as we've seen them. And that's where Kyler eats. I call them the gray plays, where they're just, all right, go do it. And he does a lot more than fails. But Drew Petzing's offense is a lot more militaristic. It's run the ball, it's play actions, find Trey McBride, it's find Marvin Harrison Jr. You want more of that with the peppering in or the sprinkling in of the oh my God moments that I call them from Kyler Murray. That's the perfect balance. But I mean, it could have been a lot worse than what we saw. Just that's where he gets hurt. That's where it strikes fear in other, in opposing teams, media members and things like that from teams they play. But you want to harness that a little bit more if you're the Cardinals. That's a last resort, and it's not something that you can just rely on all the time. I mean, him hawking the ball, these DBs and and edge rushers are really good. He should have been sacked 4 or 5 times this past game. You can't fight with that every week. You got to have a more consistent game plan.
That's something I was going to ask, because the Detroit Lions last year had the second best run defense in the NFL. They added a guy in DJ Reader who is one of the best run stuffers in the NFL this year. And the first 2 weeks of the season, it's looked like the best run defense in the NFL, where the Rams just completely abandoned it and had Stafford throw the ball 50-plus times. the Tampa Bay Buccaneers basically did the same thing and just had Baker running around back there. Are you worried if that's what happens, if we shut down James Conner and they just give Kyler the ball and tell him to throw it 50 times?
Yeah, but I think that Kyler Murray is the most talented at this point in his career and their respective careers than the other two guys. And I think he can make more happen with less. Matthew Stafford's a Hall of Famer. You know, Baker Mayfield I have the utmost respect for that guy. Like, he will run through a wall. He's a quarterback that anybody would want on their team. Kyler Murray just has more talent, and he's really smart, and he knows how to use his undersized frame. If they stop the run, that's going to be bad for the Cardinals in the sense that another thing that I say a lot because the Cardinals defense isn't great this year is the best defense the Cardinals have is their run game, where you run the clock, you run the ball, you eat clock, you set up play action. But the Cardinals now have Marvin Harrison Jr. with the confidence of what he did last week. Trey McBride is going to be tight end 1 at the end of the year, in my humblest of opinions. Sorry, Sam Laporta fans. But they've got options more than the other two, even with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. I give Kyler Murray the edge. But if the Lions defense shows up the way that everybody expects it to, this could be a tough day for the Cardinals.
I'm hoping that's the case, man, because, yeah, you guys kind of scare me. You reminded me of the Detroit Lions on the come up a little bit last year because, yeah, the record wasn't great, but I feel like he gave every team.
It's scary.
See,
yes.
It's really interesting to say that. For the last 18 months, I've been saying the Cardinals need to map their rebuild around what the Lions did. Two perennially losing organizations forever. Like, forever.
Hey, you guys made a Super Bowl at least.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, like Chris Collinsworth said, it was the worst roster to ever make a Super Bowl. They should have won it, yes, but they didn't. Okay, so that was 4 or 5 good games with Kurt Warner and Larry Fitzgerald. Overall, a terribly run, dysfunctional, poor organization. And you look at with the Lions, like they've got rich history, a great fan base, don't win a whole lot of games. The Matt Millen years, awful, like all those things. But look at what you've done, a complete rebuild, overhaul, and that's what I've said. The Cardinals, that's the team you got to map it, because if I would have told you guys 10 years ago that this is where the Lions would have been at, you would have wanted to drug test me. Yeah. So it's just a different frame of mind moving forward. But yeah, I've been watching the Lions from afar in awe, especially right after, when they traded for Jared Goff. I've been a Jared Goff truther for a long time.
Yeah,
give me a different picture because he's also a Jared Goff truther, but I think it's the opposite of what you're talking about.
I'll still love him though.
Yeah.
Listen. I think Sean McVay just did him dirty. I think that, like, Jared Goff's kind of a nerd. He's not very LA, but the dude is 6'3", 240. He's got a cannon. You put a good offensive line in front of him. You develop him a little bit. You have Ben Johnson. You could definitely win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff.
And speaking of quarterback play, there is something that I've done a lot of research on. I've put in the man hours. I've looked it up about Kyler Murray, and this is the Call of Duty bubble. It is the arc of Kyler Murray's career wrapped around when Call of Duty drops. And of course, I don't know if you were a fan, but the new Black Ops coming out, it's supposed to be insane. It's supposed to be the best Call of Duty in the past 20 years. Are you worried about the Kyler Murray Call of Duty drop-off?
That's week 8, right? So we got some time. The Cardinals aren't supposed to win a bunch of games this year anyway, so we got some time. Now, if here's the thing about Kyler Murray. Would you rather him be partying in Scottsdale until 4 a.m. and getting DUIs and stuff like that? Like, that's been my whole thing. It's like, yeah, he's an introvert. Cool. The one thing that we've seen about Kyler Murray, and all joking aside, it was a thing. The homework clause was a thing. Michael Bidwell completely fumbled that. And then Kyler Murray got a head coach who actually deserved to be coaching in the NFL, unlike the last one.
For sure.
And he's matured 1,000,000% over the last 18 months. After he tore his ACL, everything changed. It's like, oh, I'm not invisible. I can't just show up and be the best player on the field, because that's what he did his entire life, playing football. So listen, he's going to earn Black Ops on October 24th, whatever the hell it is. And he's going to earn whatever he wants because he's put the work in, and he's a guy who is now a leader of men and an absolute mature NFL quarterback. It just takes people a lot longer sometimes when you don't have the ecosystem, like other quarterbacks do, like Patrick Mahomes and other guys do.
Yeah. All right, so I hate when I go on other people's shows and they ask me to give them a score. I hate predicting scores. How about this? What are the keys for a Cardinals victory? Like, what are your biggest insecurities that they got to overcome to beat the Detroit Lions?
I don't think the Cardinals can, I think it's around 50s, the over-under. I don't think the Cardinals can win 13-10, 21-17. It's got to be a huck it, 60 points scored, last team with the ball wins. And I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. The Cardinals defense is a year away. Got a lot of young guys, even with Budda Baker. Their pass rush is non-existent, even though they got to Stafford, who had me as an offensive lineman, last week 5 times. It's going to be difficult for them to deal with 2 of the best lines in football. I think it's going to be closer than people expect, just like with the Bills. But I do think that the Lions will, I think they'll win by 6, 30-24 or something like that. But it's going to be close, and it's going to be a respectful loss by the Cardinals. And if they beat Washington the week after, they'll be 2-2 when some people had them, winning less than 6 games this year. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. Now, the Cardinals can 100% win this game also. If Jared Goff gets happy feet and turns the ball over like he has a proclivity to do from time to time in bunches, like if there's a defensive score by the Cardinals are winning the game. So he can't turn the ball over.
And Alex, we appreciate your time so much. This is a fantastic interview.
You crushed me.
You said you admired the Lions rebuild from afar. I like to ask this to every guy we have on from a different city or covers a different beat. What is your favorite Dan Campbell-ism? Because he's kind of the face of this team right now, and he's very boisterous and has all these quotes, and always got the Applebee's commercials. So what's your favorite Dan Campbell-ism?
That he knows he's a nerd and he just lives in it. Like, he'd be like Big Bird's uncle or something like that. Like, but the thing is about it is Mike McDaniel never gets mess for being a weirdo. Mike McDaniel's the biggest weirdo on the thing, and he just runs around like, I saw a tweet once where it was like, he walks around the field like he's covering for his dad when his dad's out of town. Like, Dan Campbell rolls in. Dan Campbell deserves it. He had a weird time in Miami years ago. He comes in. Nobody believed it was going to happen. It was like, oh, Robert Sala's going to get it done, not Dan Campbell. He's a CEO head coach, and that's fine. Hold on to your coordinators. Hold on to Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson for as long as you can. Dan Campbell's going to be fine. Everybody's going to want to play for him. Everybody's going to want to work for him. So while he's kind of a goof, and he loves, like, in his huge stature, he can be a total goofball. When the whistle blows, every single member of that Detroit Lions team and fan base, I would assume, would run through walls for him. So you want that balance for sure.
Alex, you're the absolute man. Thank you for taking the interview. I know you had stuff to do today. My last, so I like throwing these curveballs at people. If 10-year-olds were coming at you in waves, no weapons, how many levels are you making it to?
I won't even turn the damn game on, man. Are you talking about Call of Duty?
No, just you. Just you, and then every okay, you're in a room. Yeah, you're in a room.
Yeah.
And a 10-year-old comes in. All right, you gotta,
fight your way out.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Oh, fight my way out. Oh, how many?
After you complete
what are we doing here? What's
two more
coming in Detroit, dude?
We're eating cats, dude.
What are we doing? I would say how many levels? Probably 25?
Alex is savage. That's a good answer.
Like, what's the number I'm supposed to give?
No, I don't know.
Always number somebody's given that you made fun of them for.
Like 7, I think. Something like that.
What are we doing here? They're 10 years old, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Trevor Sikkema gave us like a 6 or something like that.
Yeah, you could pick one up and swing it at the other one.
That's Trevor. Trevor was on my show 2 days ago. I'm going to give him so much crap for that. What are we doing here? But he's a sweet guy. He's a nice dude.
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't want to hurt too many people. So I get that.
Yeah.
Alex, we appreciate you so much, man. You killed it. Amazing interview. Thanks so much.
Check out Alex on Locked On Cardinals. Got anything else you want people to follow you on?
Yeah, and what do you got coming out soon?
At Clancy's Corner _ on Twitter. Locked On Cardinals Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcast, YouTube. Let her rip.
Awesome. Thanks, brother.
so much,
I appreciate
Alex.
you.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Dude,
great stuff.
That was a great interview.
Yeah. Great get.
Shout out to Alex.
Shout out.
It makes me like the Cardinals.
I kind of low-key did.
He was a nice guy.
He was a cool guy. Very cool guy.
He brought the energy for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
26.
We do got to go to break, though. Let me tell you guys about Lady Jane's. Walk in any Lady Jane's haircuts for men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Just scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
And let me tell you about the best Lions pregame party. It is September 30th. Now at Detroit's very own second best bar located at 42 Watson Street, the ultimate fan experience. Enjoy some smooth Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey. You can get that and more while catching Woodward Sports pregame show only at Second Best Bar. Come get some.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences with online and big box retailers with one major difference.
Freak off.
They're family and locally owned and operated for over 30 years. 60 brands of food and nutrition experts to help you. Same day, local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com. Shout out to Alex, man.
Yeah, I killed it.
Great interview.
Could have kept on for the whole show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could, but I would have wanted to. That makes sense.
For sure.
Welcome back to Where the Waits Live on sports.com. Means joined by Spimo Raxter.
Hello.
Chris. We got Silent Mike in the building. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. If you don't, you're just a piece of shit because it's Spencer's birthday and that's all I want.
That is true. All I want you guys to do is like the stream. It's my birthday. You have to.
And also follow the guy if you're not following him.
Yeah, I'm almost. I lost a follower on my birthday.
Yeah, you posted nudes, bud.
I was at 3,800 yesterday. I look, it was 3,799. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to 4K. Follow me at SpemORX. Also Venmo at SpemORX.
Yes, sir. Shout out. All right, Smitty, we went over with Alex his keys to the game for a Cardinals victory. What are your keys to the game for a Detroit Lions victory? What?
DNC ENT says 25 is a class full of 5th graders. I don't know if you're handling that. I could for sure. Like I said, I would pick up 2 of them by the leg and start swinging them into the other ones.
You get tired real quick.
I mean, you get tired either way. This way you're doing more damage.
Mike, what level are you making it to?
Give me about 25 to 30.
That's what I'm saying.
It depends on the size of the kids.
Dude, like,
That's fair too.
Yeah.
Again, I think it was from Family Guy where he said I would just back myself into like a corner where they have to come in slowly and just start kicking.
Yeah.
As Peter said, you like back yourself into like a stall, like a bathroom stall.
Yeah.
So they got to come in one at a time.
So here's the other question I saw in the chat too. Like, is someone cleaning up the mess after each level, or you like step over?
No, like,
step over.
No,
the
they're
damage
sweeping
here.
them like bowling pins.
Yeah, the Zamboni comes around.
Well, honestly, that would be better because then you could build a little wall. They'd have to climb over it. They get to the top.
I'm with the shits. All right, key matchups. Vinny.
Take care of business.
All right, key matchups. I think we talked about one of the biggest key matchups, which is Anzalone or Jack Campbell, whoever is playing that middle linebacker position, and Kyler Murray. You cannot allow Kyler Murray to run free in this game. This has been something that this Lions defense has struggled with for a while now, and rightfully so. Like, there isn't a lot of defenses that are like, oh, we are elite at stopping running quarterbacks. Like, no, that's why running quarterbacks are such a hot commodity, because it's hard for defenses to account for that. It is extremely important for Jack Campbell, who I'm assuming it's going to be, because Anzalone didn't practice again today, right? Did he?
I did not actually look at it up there.
I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just going to assume right now that it's Jack Campbell.
I don't think he did.
His sideline-to-sideline speed and athleticism, which is there, is going to be extremely important to keeping Kyler Murray contained because he will, when he breaks out of the pocket.
Anzalone, limited practice. Graham Glasgow, limited practice. You love to hear both those things. Yeah, because I agree with you. I don't want to double up on that one, but to emphasize on that one, you're 100% right. I mean, these guys, we said it the other day, early in the week, they run the most 13 personnel in the NFL by far. Kyler Murray, he has a repertoire with McBride. It seems like he already has it with Marvin Harrison Jr. It's only like week 3. But yeah, that's the middle of the field. That's the guy who's going to be covering him a lot. Alex Anzalone is a must for this game. If I'm going to take a separate route, though, let me go the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
David Montgomery. We saw what this offense was last week when you abandoned the run.
Yeah.
And it wasn't great. Yes, there was opportunities there, but we obviously didn't capitalize on them. We didn't take them enough. And I know that not all of it was on JG. A lot of it was, though, coming in the middle of the field in the red zone. That's where things got wonky across like the team. I know Ben Johnson hit the podium today and said if there was a perimeter block, there would have been a touchdown on a Monty run. He's absolutely right. I think Colton Pouncey was the one that posted on Twitter. You got to see is Jameson Williams, who he didn't miss the block, but just how much do you think Jameson weighs? 200 pounds, 180? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
So I can't expect him to make
Probably
those blocks
like
consistently.
Maybe 205.
Yeah. But just run that ball with David Montgomery consistently enough to where those corners no longer want to tackle it.
Yeah.
Because he's a pain in the ass for Alex Anzalone to even tackle. He admitted himself. Came to a press conference podium with a David Montgomery shirt.
Yeah.
From our guy Kiwi Klo, by the way. He made the heavyweights
Shout out
deadweights
Kiwi.
logo. Shout out.
Kiwi's the man.
He is the man.
Yeah, I'm going to double down on that as well for my offensive side of the ball. It's not going to be David Montgomery, but it's going to be Graham Glasgow and Kevin Zeitler. Because that's where we need to run the ball.
Yeah.
You saw it on the edge with Gibbs. Out there, that still worked.
Yeah, that vertical shit was cute.
Pound the rock in the middle. And that is what the Lions made their money on the past 2 years.
Yeah.
You need to get that push. I know we're going to get it from Frank. The two new pieces, Graham, new position on the line.
Yeah.
Kevin Zeitler, new player on this team. I need to see those guards help Frank get that initial push, that internal push from that interior offensive line so David Montgomery can get 2 yards without being touched. Because, when he gets hit, he's getting another 2 yards after that. So I'd love to see that interior offensive line really just bully these Cardinals defensive line and linebackers.
Yeah, another piece for me, keeping on the offensive side of the ball, Sam Laporta. If you guys watched Monday, we brought the screenshots. He was open in the middle of the field. The middle of the field is where the Detroit Lions and Jared Goff get their bread and butter offensively when they decide to let it rip. Jameson Williams, obviously, if you catch him in cover zero or their man coverage, yeah, let him go deep and whip it down there. But outside of that, keep doing what's been working for you, and that's the middle of the field. Sam Laporta, we brought the screenshots. He was open. He was there. Yes, they got McBride. We got a Laporta. Let's make that a debate. Get Sam Laporta the ball and let him prove that he's one of the best tight ends in the league.
Yeah, and finally, one of the biggest X factors I think on this team is Dan Campbell. It's Dan Campbell. I understand, Dan, you got the expectations this year. You trust your defense, which is a huge part of it, which I love.
Yeah.
But do what got you here. Do what made you Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell. When it's 4th and 2, line up under center, give the ball to David Montgomery and get the first down. Don't kick that 49, 53-yard field goal when it's there. You brought in this guy who's hit 60-yarders like it's his job. Let him go out there and miss it before you completely abandon it. I want to see us extend, sustain, and punch in drives. That starts from Dan Campbell, being aggressive, and it starts with running the ball.
You think my final one, real quick, too, Brian Branch. We talked about it at the beginning of the show. Absolute fucking playmaker. Is that what you're about to say, Chris?
No, I just was going to go right off of that.
Oh, off of what you were saying?
Yeah.
What's your question?
So my thing to counter that is that could this be in a weird way Dan Campbell not fully trusting the offense? Because remember, he had that quote, it was after, I believe it was after this game earlier this week, where he said, I expect to about, not till after the bye to fully trust the offense. So in a weird way, could he be kind of, which is crazy to say because the Lions offense was elite last year, but is he kind of working his trust? And this is something that we see in week 2, but we won't see in week 14.
I think it shows more trust in your offense that you think you're going to revisit that situation down the line and have like a touchdown, like or a scoring opportunity. I think it's more trust in your defense. You're doing something like that.
A lot of trust in your defense.
Yeah.
I think he sees now. You remember when he said to Aaron Glenn, I think we got a defense this year.
Yep.
You didn't. You didn't when you said that. This year you do.
Yep.
You do have a defense this year.
They got one on Amazon.
Yeah, you got one on Amazon. First, next day shipping.
2 day.
Shout out DJ Reader. Shout out Terrell Williams. Shout out to Carlton Davis and Terrion Arnold and these guys who are coming in here and who have bolstered this defense and made Spenny look smart. Like when I said this is going to be a top 10 defense, they're playing like a top 10 defense.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can continue to do that. I fully believe they will. Aaron Glenn, You know, when he's not biting reporters' heads off, he's got this defense humming. I love it. We were house patients. Easy was planning to defend the Glenn flag when you guys wanted him fired after his third game. Aaron Glenn has this defense humming right now, and I'm excited. I expect Aiden Hudson to get 2 sacks again this week.
Yeah, speaking of the defense, my final key was Brian Branch. If Jack Campbell is the guy you're leaning on, or Alex Anzalone, I'll be more comfortable if it's Alex Anzalone. But Brian Branch has to be the playmaker that he was made to be when they put him at that safety position. They put him there so they can move around the field, and he can be that chameleon, whatever term you want to use, viper, whatever it may be. You need him to show out and move around and catch Kyler Murray's lack and be the extra help they need on Marvin Harrison Jr., or especially the extra help they're probably going to need on Trey McBride. He's a white dude named Trey.
He's a white dude named
Come
Trey.
on.
Yeah, he got drafted. Hey, he said like he could be tight end 1 in this year's fantasy. He very well could be.
Yeah.
I think he is right now.
So
far, yeah.
He might be.
Oh yeah, he gets a lot of balls, man. Pause. No Diddy.
He's good. I think it was outside of maybe Kelsey in end zone or whatever. He would have been tight end 1 last year. He missed it like this much or something like that. Or he was like average wise, like right behind whoever ended up being it.
I think it was Kittle last year.
I don't know. I think it probably was Kittle. He missed practice day. If anybody's caring about those things.
I picked up that dude from the Jags. I forget his name, but he had like 8 catches last week.
Gesicki had like 7 targets. Yeah. That was a hell of a pickup. On the spot, too. I was halfway drunk. Like, that's right, do it, Smitty. All right, we got to go to break. We got to sell some things. If you're done selling something, you're ready to buy something, Randy Wise is the place to go. If you're looking for a new vehicle, it's the Randy Wise Automotive Celebrity Golf Tour. Make sure you guys scan the QR code or visit woodwardsports.com. It's the Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour. Also, when we come back, I'll tell you guys about Salvation Army.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Have you ever thought about volunteering but don't know where to start? Start with the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign. To register, go to register2ring.com to sign up for shifts. I've been saying register to a ring all week. It's register2ring.com to sign up for shifts. You have an option to choose 2-hour sessions at a physical Red Kettle site or participate in a virtual bell ringing shift to raise funds from the comfort of your own home. Virtual bell ringers can sign up and begin fundraising at any time, but traditional bell ringers will start Friday, November 7th. It runs through Christmas Eve, excluding Thanksgiving and Sundays. To sign up for volunteer shifts, again, it's register2ring.com.
And let me tell you about Soroki's. Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza has a new limited time offer just in time for football season. Soroki's is debuting their fresh signature flavored wings. Grab your friends, order a New York style pizza, add fresh wings for the games this weekend. Try one of their 7 different flavors. Sorokis.com.
Welcome back to Forward Heavyweights live on WordSports.com. I'm easy joined by some Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris, we got Silent Mike in the building. Wish upon a camel toe.
Yeah.
He says, easy. You look at the boy version of a big comfy couch with that hat. Is it the girl that used to do like the clock thing with her legs?
Yeah.
How do you get that from this? Am I thinking about the right thing?
I think so. Let me Google it.
Yeah.
Flack it to me.
I don't know if that's what it is, but I'm just wondering. Welcome back here on Thursday.
Oh, no. Big comfy couch. Yeah, that's
her?
Yeah, with the red nose. She wear the clown nose.
Do you have a red nose?
No, but she would wear the backwards blue hat or something.
Nice. You want the front of the hat?
No, she wore like a beanie. Like a purple beanie.
When you were little, did you think she was hot?
Yeah.
I kind of did too.
I don't remember this.
You're too young.
What's that?
Too young.
We're the same age.
Well, you also had money. We grew up.
That's true.
Yeah. You had cable and shit.
Yeah.
We had PBS
Definitely
kids.
had cable. We were
I
all
would say money, but yeah, I had cable.
You had cable and a dishwasher? Like,
Yeah.
I was the dishwasher.
High class, exactly. yeah. All right, carrying out the Detroit Lions stuff. We talked about our X Factor. We talked about the matchup. Spinning. I know you did a little bit of homework for By the Numbers.
By the Numbers. And thank you all for the birthday wishes in the chat. Honestly,
happy birthday.
Sappy moment. Thank you, Chris. Sappy moment here.
Old man.
We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be able to do this. We wouldn't be anything but just two idiots yelling at each other about sports if it wasn't for all you guys. Shout out to Woodward Sports for giving us the platform. And shout out to you guys, more importantly, for listening. Because they can give us the platform. They can put two fat idiots up here and have them yell. But we wouldn't be able to do it every week for a couple years now if it wasn't for you guys watching us, supporting us. It really means a lot. I honestly appreciate it. You guys have helped me live out a dream for the past couple years. And that doesn't, I don't take that for granted at all.
Spinny's retiring today.
Yeah, but with that being said,
Woj, Bob.
this is going to be my last show. No, but let's do by the numbers because I got some good ones here.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. 30. In his career,
that's how old I am.
Kyler Murray has thrown 30 interceptions at home, only 17 on the road. So almost twice as many interceptions thrown at home by Kyler Murray.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That.
Isn't that crazy?
You know what's crazy
I
is
think he's more comfortable at home or something like that. He gets a little loose with it. Try to show off for the fans, do something cool.
I mean, it's very possible. I know that, there's a cornerback that was here that we were hopeful for. Never really panned out. Jeff Okudah, one of his only interceptions before the Justin Fields one was it Kyler Murray, though? I think was it Kyler Murray? I know it was in Arizona, but I don't know if Kyler was a quarterback.
Was it, what was that dude from UCLA before Kyler?
Oh, the douche nozzle?
Yeah, dude with the schnoz on him.
Yeah, schnoz.
What was his name?
I don't know.
I can't even remember his name.
I think it's Kyle.
He was like the second pick in the draft.
Yeah. Either way.
From UCLA. Really ugly.
My number, I guess we'll get into that a little bit later. My number is 6. Detroit Lions have gotten into the red zone.
Josh Rosen.
Slappy
Shout out. 313. Shout out.
Slappy 313. Either way, Detroit Lions have gotten to the red zone the third most amount of times in the NFL throughout the 2 weeks, the young season. However, in efficiency, they rank 28th. I mean, in set opportunity, third most times in the red zone, and efficiency ranked 28th. That's awful. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Next time you're down there, let's get a 6. Let's get a touchdown. Let's punch it in. Let's score some touchdowns. That's why I have confidence in this team. Still winning games, not the end of the world, because they're still efficient moving the ball. It's just when opportune times, they're not capitalizing on it.
It's true. When you get in the red zone, you need to score touchdowns. That's how you get beat in the NFL is if you kick field goals when you're in the red zone. You need to score touchdowns. You need to take advantage. This offense was so good at that last year. They were one of the best offenses when it came to red zone touchdown percentage in the NFL last year. They need to get back to that. And that starts with running the ball. It really does.
So Chris? I have the teams in front of. Do you guys want to try and guess the teams we're in front of?
Yeah.
Patriots?
Bears.
No, those
Bears.
are both ahead. Both ahead of the Lions.
Head of the Lions in red zone efficiency?
Yes.
Wow, that's actually how? The Bears even scored offensive touchdowns.
Think about one is pretty obvious. One is pretty obvious considering their point system this
Panthers.
season. No.
What?
Fuck.
Let me double check that. No, yeah. Nope.
What website are you on?
I am on
Red
Team
Team?
Rankings NFLstat.com or TeamRankings.com NFL stat.
Ravens?
No.
Who is it?
Pittsburgh is one because they only have one touchdown on a season. Okay, I'll read them in order. 32 is Denver. 29 is a tie between the rest are a tie between Seattle, Pittsburgh, and Dallas. Then goes Detroit.
Wow. That's good. I mean, that makes me feel better because those aren't bad teams. It's just
it's early season.
Shuffling a little bit. So
early season.
Yeah, knock off the cobwebs. Lube up that offense and score some touchdowns.
Yeah.
Next up, my next number 2.5 by the numbers. Kyler Murray at home gets sacked 2.5 times per game.
Nice.
On average. On the road, it's only 2. Again, maybe this just means at home he's trying to put on a show for the fans. He's trying to do a little razzle-dazzle, a little pizzazz, and he gets out, he gets taken down. Aiden Hutchinson, I think, will have 2 sacks by himself this game. Kyler Murray, get him on the turf. That's where he can't hurt you when he's running around. Put him in the desert.
My number, no Diddy, is 13. The Cardinals have used 13 personnel on 23 out of their 122 offensive snaps this season. That's 19%. That's the second highest in the NFL, only behind the Steelers at 23%. I didn't know they separated at that point. But either way, they average 7.3 yards per play out of that 13 personnel, and they have the most touchdowns out of that 13 personnel. Detroit Lions that come, this is going to sound really Diddy, but heavy.
Yeah.
We got to bring them in the box. We got to finish the job. I mean, don't let a man up like that. We have to bring – I think we'll be straight with the 5-man front, some of the big guys in the middle. Aiden Hutchinson, obviously, too. We got to dominate that 13 front. We can't let them run all over us.
I have one. It is 9.
9.
The Detroit Lions have not lost to the Arizona Cardinals since 2015. It has been 9 years since the Cardinals have beaten the Lions. They've had matchups, too. It's not like it's only like 3 matchups. They had quite a few matchups in there. One of them was a tie. The rest of them were Lions victories.
Chris, you have a by the numbers?
I do have a by the numbers.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. The number is 3.5. That is the average amount of third down conversions. That is 7th in the NFL. When Spencer talks about a top 10 defense, the Lions are performing at one of the most important metrics at keeping the teams not converting on third downs.
That's a good number.
I'll stay on the defensive side of the ball. My number, 50. 50% of Aiden Hutchinson's pressures, he's converted into sacks. He is on an unprecedented run right now. And you could point out that it's against backup tackles. However, we just got done speaking to a Cardinals beat reporter, and guess what Aiden Hutchinson's facing this week? Another backup tackle. And we asked him, too. You know, this Belgium guy, he's got a few starts in his back pocket. Can he hold the fort? He said no.
He literally said no. He said Aiden Hutchinson is going to get his, and you love to hear that.
He literally said he could double it.
Yeah. What if he goes for 5 sacks this week? Because he wasn't named NFC Defensive Player of the Year or Defensive Player of the Week after having
boy Jesse Bates.
4.5 sacks. It was my boy Jesse Bates.
And set up the Chris.
My last number here for
by
the numbers.
Yes.
Is for our quarterback, Jared Goff. 8.
Yeah.
In 9 games, 9 career games.
9.
Against the Cardinals. Jared Goff is 8-1 in his career against the Cardinals. Remember, he shared a division with these Dirty Birds for a very, very long time to start his career. 8-1. Only loss coming in his rookie season. Jared Goff has never lost a game to Kyler Murray
I was going to say he's 4-0.
in his career.
That was my next number, 4-0 against Kyler Murray.
Yeah. I like it. These are good numbers.
These are good numbers.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. If you guys, Cardinals, what they need to do, they need to get some insurance.
They do.
He's 5'6" quarterback versus Aiden Hutchinson, 6'7". Mess a man with a man, he's gonna hurt him. He's killing it. Call Swiss Insurance. Call my guy Mark specifically, 313-530-1698.
Shout out Adam for the Venmo.
At SwissINS.com.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Join the best youth football league in Metro Detroit. The Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan's 3C Sports League offers youth ages 5 to 14 with 6 exciting teams to choose from in the locations of Detroit, Belleville, Highland Park, and East Point. All coaches are trained, certified, and undergo background checks. You can register for football or cheer at bgcsm.org. Equipment, meals, and transportation are included, all with the chance to play the championship at Ford Field for just $175 per child. Put the youth back in youth sports with BGCSM 3C Sports.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights live on sports.com. He's joined by some more Raxter and Chris. You got Silent Mike in the building.
Thank you to everyone in the chat for wishing me happy birthday. All the birthday wishes. I appreciate it.
Nick is sleeping.
Yeah, this is like an Eminem one. Yeah,
Nick dude, he's got bangers in there.
Nick is in trouble.
Nick is in trouble.
Hey, watch your mouth.
What's up, Nick?
Nick.
Every birthday, you just think you can do it.
Yeah, every year's birthday, he asked me, can I say it? I said, no.
You gave me the pass. Literally, physically gave me the pass.
That's for a skit.
Haven't used it.
You ready?
Why'd you look directly at Mike when you said that?
Haven't used the mic, I swear.
He actually looked at me, which is the funniest.
Started sweating.
Yeah, haven't used it, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, you took Juneteenth off, bro. You can't say anything.
That is true. That's some colonizer ass shit, dude.
That was some colonizer
man, I was at a
shit.
pool party watching the Kendrick Lamar pop-out.
That's the most colonizer
shit. Did you have KG fill in for you, too?
Yeah,
What?
he did.
You had KG fill in for you.
I don't know who
And
filled
you
in
took
for me.
off.
All right.
Mike don't even talk. He's saying that's messed up.
That's messed up.
Man, listen, man. It was the Kendrick Lamar pop-out. I was with my boys.
You were
know,
at a
it was a good time.
Juneteenth pool party.
It was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good time, man. It was a good time.
Sure
I mean,
was.
a black man
Good
working your
celebration.
place, dude.
That is crazy.
That is
To be
crazy.
fair, I asked Pete first.
That is fair.
Yeah. All right. What do you need to see out of this offense this week for you to know that they're back?
Great.
I need to see 30-plus points. I need to see a good outing, and I need to see efficiency in the red zone. I think that's number one.
Yeah.
Is I need to see them convert red zone trips into touchdowns. I don't want to kick a field goal inside the 30-yard line. I know that's not the red zone. I'll say that's the extended red zone. That's the spend zone. The sped zone, some might say. I think that the Detroit Lions, if you get the ball inside the 30, I need you to punch it in for 6.
Yeah, I think for me, and I didn't have a prepared answer for this. I apologize. I probably should have had one, but the ball. Run the ball. I don't know. Like, we have like a 55% like success run rate, and for whatever reason, the 55 that we're going with was pass attempts.
Yeah.
and I get a lot of those in the back half comes in a like emergency situation. Like, how many shots do you think they took? No, that's even though there's only 4 or 5. You were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to run the ball, man. That's what this offense is predicated off of. Even last week, I was listening to the press conference today, and I didn't even notice that, but I guess there's a lot less. Like, a lot of the pass attempts didn't even come from play actions. And maybe that's because you didn't establish the run either.
Didn't establish the run, yeah.
Yeah. And
You got to establish the run to get a play action. You're not running the ball, you go to hand it off, they'll just be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, they're not worried about it.
And I guess, like, listen to I don't know if you listened to the link or whatever, but Ben was getting kind of chippy. They're kind of defensive of those pass attempts. It sounds like Frank Ragnow had some shit to say, too, is like, let's run the fucking ball.
Yes, he should. Frank Ragnow should. Frank Ragnow is the leader of that offensive line. Penei Sewell is too, but Frank Ragnow's, he's the gray bush in there. Him and Taylor Decker. Like, he is the quarterback of that offensive line. The run game is dictated off what he does at the point of attack. I love Ben Johnson, but instead of running these play actions, just fake the play action a couple times. And, faking the play action, just handing the fucking ball off. Just run the ball up the middle. Like, it's crazy, instead of running the ball, maybe to get Ben's, like, wizard mind around it, be like, hey, Ben, run some fake play actions.
You know what? I'm not going to, because I was watching. Because one of the things that Jared Goff struggles with, it feels like, at least in the last game, was like those rotating safeties. And this is not anything of my findings. This is watching the film with Dion on Tuesday, whatever day that was. And that Buda Baker, I feel like that's something they might be able to do. I don't know if we want to do the play action with a guy like him. We come strong from the play side.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's a freak.
Buda Baker is a freak. You got to take care of
Diddy.
him. I expect Amon-Ra to route his ass up though, and get open.
Yeah.
Where was it? N. Andrews in the Woodward Sports chat says, what happened to Laporta? Dan Campbell did explain that Laporta's injury that he suffered during camp might have been a little more serious than the fans and that other people thought. So they weren't trying to rush him into being this heavy workload guy after the injury. But when you break down the film, he was open. Those plays were open. He was wide the fuck open in the middle of the field for a lot of plays. So I expect him to be back. I expect them to connect on those balls. Maybe Goff just, I don't know if he didn't see it because it's hard not to see a dude right in front of your face, a guy that he targets a lot. Maybe he just didn't want to force him the ball because he was still worried about the injury status.
Yeah, I know week 1, it sounded like they were kind of like trying to limit him, or at least it's like a number 1 option or whatever. But week 2, it sounded like there wasn't like that excuse for it. And it was more so on our guy.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to say it.
You're not.
You know
Tell him,
kind of
Mike, can you say the quarterback's name for the Detroit Lions?
What's his name?
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Okay, so you heard Silent Mike say it, so Easy doesn't have to. Easy, continue.
Yeah, so, and I think they'll get that fixed this week. Like I said, if we can sit down as a couple of schmucks and see it, I'm pretty sure Ben fucking Johnson.
Ben Johnson will be
figure it
able
out.
to see it. I know he's foaming at the mouth trying to get that right.
Dion did point out a little bit of genius in Ben, though, last week, is when they did blitz that play side, the next time they did it in the second half after like watching it, Ben put like the 3 receiver set over there so that was blocked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think a key to this thing is just running the fucking ball.
You got to run the ball.
Honestly.
This entire offense is based off running the ball. There's this entire scheme of what you want to do with Jared Goff, what you want to do with your offense, how you want to attack people is based off running the ball. You have to do it. You have to do it at a high level, and I think they're going to. I really do. I think they'll get after it. I think they'll make some plays.
Yes, sir. I'm with you, too. Chris.
Yeah.
What is it for you? What do you need to see out of this offense this week to know everything's just fine?
I just need to see cohesion. I need to see a balance. I need to see play call resemblance that looks like a team that has it together, that's unpredictable but always making the right moves. And that's what I felt like last year. I felt like watching every game that I almost never questioned, why did you do that? Why did you do this? Like, that was just the beauty of it. Everything flowed perfectly. There was a rhythm to it. There was always unexpected turns, but every unexpected turn almost always worked. Like, I just need to see that cohesion. What I don't want to see is a lot of those tackle for losses when they slip it to the side. We saw that a lot in this game in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter with no Diddy. But with Gibbs, like we saw that a couple times. So to me, it comes down to just the efficiency of the offense, the play calling of the offense. It has to look the part.
Yeah, it has to look the part. You do. This has been a top offense in the NFL for the past couple of years. I need to see him go out there and do that. Like Alex said, the Cardinals defense is not ready yet. They've got good pieces.
Yeah.
They've shown flash. Like, I like Kazir White. I do. Obviously, Buda Baker is a fantastic playmaker, but they're not there just yet. So we should be able to take advantage of that offense and really do what we want, like, at will to them.
Yeah, I feel like if you got at least pieces, like, there's not many pieces on defense outside of Buda Baker that you could just name off the top of your head.
Yeah.
You know, and
Who's their top edge rusher? I don't even know.
Number 45. He has long hair. He fucked
Dennis
up Stafford a few
Gadrick.
times. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast.
They got-
Well, I don't know if he's a beast because he's going up against backups. I mean, the Rams, all their players are dropping like flies. Like that game, a lot of people are like likening
They got Sean
our
Murphy
game.
bunting.
There you go, Central Michigan alum.
Yeah.
But a lot of people liken the matchup the Detroit Lions had against the Rams to what the Cardinals did to them last week, but it's not the same team at all. Half the Rams roster went down throughout our game, and then they went out throughout the practice between our game and then facing the Cardinals last week too.
Well, they drafted Max Melton too.
They drafted Darius Robinson as well, but I guess he's on IR.
Robinson,
I don't know what happened with that. I was kind of interested in seeing him, see if he fucked up because I know the Lions were interested. I have this question for you though: is if we go back to running the ball, play in the middle, do we lose the Jameson Williams factor?
No, because I don't think I don't want Jameson Williams to get 11 targets. I don't know if that sounds bad.
That's why I was saying, because even in the
he doesn't
presser,
need that.
Ben, and I wish I screen recorded this. Maybe I'll do it during the break. But like in the presser, he's like, "Look, last week is Amon-Ra, this week is Laporta, next week is going to be Jameson Williams. So there's 5 guys in this offense that we can't afford to feed like routinely. It's going to have to be in a winning formula."
Jameson Williams, I think he is going to get the most consistent target share.
Selfishly asking for my fantasy team too.
I think Jameson Williams is going to get the most consistent target share this year because he's going to be seeing a lot of one-on-one coverage because teams are going to try to take away the middle of the field. They're going to try to stop the run against the Lions. So he's going to see a lot of one-on-ones on the outside, and they're confident in his ability to win those. And so I think he's going to we could see him getting 6, 7, 8 balls a game. Like I really do think that 11's a little aggressive. It would run the ball a little bit more, but you run the ball to open up throws to Jameson Williams. So I think he'll be fine.
I'm kind of with you. Like, and we've had this discussion privately before I even want to say it publicly, but like, because I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's one of my favorite players. Him and Rich Sherman did a podcast this week. Those are 2 of my favorite players all time. That was awesome for me. But I do think Jameson Williams could become, just by pure talent, the number one, I don't want to say receiver, but the number one target, like you said, just because his game-breaking speed. And if he's going to be in those one-on-one situations,
a lot of them,
it's going to be up to him.
And if they try to take away, they put a safety over top of JMO, start doing that, we're going to eat in the middle of the field.
Mr. Detroit City says, happy birthday week, Booner. Was it Booner's birthday like last week? 2 weeks ago?
I think it was last week.
Yeah. You're late. Unless you're trolling my guy.
Yeah, R.I.P. Booner for sure.
Yeah, he got cooked last night.
Cooked by
bad.
The doc.
Like Drake.
Yeah, that was bad.
He got worked.
I feel bad for Booner, man.
Chris, I still got to watch that Drake thing you sent me. I don't know what that was.
Oh, yeah, that was just a part of that What's the Dirt beef, where he's like the guy that he's been the go-to guy for the beef, breaking it down. He did a 2-hour video on it, but that was like a snippet of it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 2 hours only on Family Matters. That's how detailed
the
it
look
is.
you made was like someone got
crazy.
murdered.
Yeah. 2 hours on Family Matters.
Yeah. It was fire. It was fire.
Family Matters. Sucks.
Mike, what'd you say?
Nah, it's straight.
Say OV-ho.
OV-ho.
All right, let's go to break. Tell us about the Markovite.
Hey, Jay, you gotta move, bro. You gotta move. You gotta get the hell up out of there. But guess who can hook you up? Mark White. Mark White gonna do you right. Just visit them at markwhitesells.com. 248-290-8242. Drake, get the hell up out of there. They're coming. Run! Run!
And you can run to the watch party this weekend live at Hayes Social. It's going to be a banger. We got the watch party. We got the post-game show. Both are sponsored by New Holland Brewing Company. They got the Tangerine Space Machine, the taller long drink, the Peach Space Machine as well, which was delicious. They got Sabbath Coffee Roasters as well to keep us going. Soroki's First Downs with those chicken wings and 1800 Tequila.
1800.
Live at Hayes Social. You guys aren't going downtown. It's an away game. Come to Hayes Social, party with the boys. I'll buy you your first beer. And then you got the post-game show with Steak and Anson after. Best sports coverage in the state. And
love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How? Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at randywisechevy.com.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That's exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service the customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brands you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, together.
Find new. Oh, drive.
Let's
drive. Let's ride.
Shout out Noah.
Shout out.
Shout out Noah.
Hi, Noah.
Ariana.
Thank you.
What up? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, WoodSports.com. He's joined by Spimo Rax,
Hello.
Chris, Silent
Sure.
Mike in the building. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Thursday night football tonight. Spinny, what's my docket?
I put some bets out there. I did. Shout out to Caesar Sports
Yeah, I'll
Book.
put mine in right now.
I did a parlay, and it's kind of like Patriots leaning. I kind of want to say that.
Patriots 6.5.
Patriots, I don't hate that.
I don't. If I was taking a money line, I'd take the Jets, but it's gonna be close, bro.
It's going to be a close game. Division, or not division opponents, but they know.
No, they are division opponents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What am I thinking? Yeah, division opponents know each other very well. It's going to be a closer game than I think people think. Maz said, "Put your life on a Jets -6." Like, no
That's
shit,
crazy.
Maz said that.
Yeah, he's a Jets fan.
But right now, my parlay. Shout out to Caesar Sportsbook. I got Breece Hall anytime touchdown. Jacoby Brissett over 163.5 passing yards. Jacoby Brissett over half a touchdown passing. Breece Hall over 63.5 rushing. Ramondre Stevenson over 64.5 rushing.
I like the Ramondre Stevenson.
And then I got straight up Ramondre Stevenson first touchdown scorer, and Garrett Wilson first touchdown scorer. I just sprinkled a little bit on both of those.
Look, I'm glad you're
If it
staying
ain't
away
white,
from
it
the
ain't
Aaron
right.
Rodgers
Mark
passing
White
stuff.
real estate.
It's been bad.
Jesus.
It's been bad. The Aaron Rodgers passing stuff.
Chris,
Aaron
no one
Rodgers
told
does
you.
not look good.
No, Aaron Rodgers looks straight. What are you talking about?
No.
Passing the football?
Why
You're
not?
not watching.
No, I've watched.
You're not watching. He honestly looks fine. It's their defense isn't like what they've.
The defense.
Was it what
The
they're supposed to
defensive
be.
line
It's
has been
not
getting
good, yeah.
punished.
Like I
Punished.
Will Levis sucks.
Yes, he
If you
does.
guys notice, when the games come down the wire, this guy is 2 times in a row now just whoop.
Yeah, he's
It's like
terrible.
somebody played a attribute card on him or something like that in the fourth quarter. I don't know what it is.
Anti-clutch gene.
Yeah, it's the weirdest shit, man. But that defense, legit. I think this is a legit defense too. The Jets got a tough sledding.
Jets got a good defense. They're supposed to be good, and they've just been getting ran all over. Like you said, it was insane when it was the 49ers because it wasn't Christian McCaffrey. It was Jordan Mason just gouging a good defensive line for the New York Jets. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots won this game straight up.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I would flirt with that bet too.
It's
But
like
just to be on the safe side, if +6 is there's no way the Jets are winning by. I mean, maybe I guess, but I can't see it.
What does it mean then if the Jets lose this game? I mean, they are only 1-1, so it's not disaster end of the world, but this is probably a stretch that
This would be a bad game to lose.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I mean they're at home.
Mhm.
The Patriots don't really have a quarterback.
Yeah.
Of worth mentioning. Like they're not supposed to be a good team this year. The Patriots are good. That will be probably the biggest surprise in the NFL. They're gonna be tough to beat because I think they got a really good defense. But if you're losing to them at home with playoff expectations, even if they're a division opponent, I don't think it's excusable.
I think too the other part that makes it if you were to tell Jets fans, all right, here's your first 3 game start, and one of which includes San Fran without Christian McCaffrey,
you're buying that.
you would say 3-0, and to end up, if you were to end up 1-2 and lose tonight, that would be very, very disappointing and disheartening.
I almost put Garrett Wilson 40+, but I forgot what his name was locking down Jamar Chase by himself.
Yeah.
Out.
Out. Christian Gonzalez. Surprise, surprise. He looks like a fucking dog.
Yeah.
What are you looking at right now? What are you squinting?
Bad beats. I love bad beats. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Some of the stuff they I don't know. I mean, I'm sure all you guys know what bad beats are, but Scott Van Pelt is one of my favorite in the game.
He's one of the best.
And the bad beat segments are just so good because it's crazy how it happens.
I'm trying to find. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna see the sports book. I'm trying to get the. Because I want to put in a parlay too. I want to mess with Garrett Wilson, but Christian Gonzalez kind of scares me.
Christian Gonzalez is damn good, dude.
He is.
He's long. He's athletic.
Last time you said that person lost.
Who?
The Patriots got good run defense?
Yes.
Yeah.
You said you saw how many yards?
I think it's like 63.5 or something like that.
You,
That could be like one run for that guy.
Yeah.
you like that?
Yeah.
And he's a workhorse
Against his
back too.
Patriots
So.
defense?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, they use him a lot.
They're going to use him a lot. I almost took his over on receptions.
I'm going to put him for 40 to be safe. How about that?
Oh, that's.
Say it.
I mean, that's probably just not great odds though. You know. I mean, hey, if you want to play it safe, I feel you.
It's minus 420, bro. Well, I got to be honest with you, too. What's his name got a lot of love last week, too? Braylon, was it? What is it?
Allen.
Braylon Allen.
Yeah, from Wisconsin, I think.
If he is from Wisconsin.
I think he played in Wisconsin last year.
Yeah.
Shout out. Chris's home state.
Shout out.
Heart is.
Shout out, brothers
My
and pickles.
heart is in Wisconsin.
Ramondre, I'm going to take, you said his is 60 as well?
His is like, yeah, it's right around the same. They're only like 1 yard apart. I think his is 63.5 and Breece Hall is 64.5.
Bro, Jordan Mason ran all over them boys.
He did.
I'm taking that.
I would take it as well. Pause. No Diddy.
Freak off.
Freak off. Freak off, man.
Mike, you didn't even know Jared Goff's name, so you're more into music, huh?
Yeah.
What did you make of the whole Diddy stuff?
I
do you have any Diddy stories from people you know or what?
No, not from people I know, but I mean, the music community, we always knew that man was wild.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's not surprising that it is happening now.
1,000 bottles of baby oil,
Dude.
though? That's crazy.
Did you guys
see
see
the
that?
giant bed in his backyard?
He's got what in his backyard?
He has like a 10-foot by 10-foot bed in his backyard. Like, it's
Oh,
crazy.
dog.
Like, it's a massive bed that he made people get in at the parties.
That
Like,
poor
it's crazy.
cleaning crew.
Like, it was a video of Kevin Hart hosting one of his parties with him, going around. Like, it's wild.
So I have I know exactly what you're talking about because Kevin, they were like talking about the side, yeah. Kevin to the bed.
Yeah, I just so happened back when that video was actually like being streamed or that, I actually seen like most of it while it was actually going on back then. Yeah, it was wild.
Oh my god.
Caleb kept asking this question. What?
Oh, bro.
What? Caleb asked this, by the way. What's illegal about being nasty? Like what?
Sex trafficking, bro.
Well,
If you're paying people to have sex, porn stars do the same
The
thing.
whole thing is, say I want either your song or say I wanted something that you had.
Okay.
And say I invite you to this party and I give you this drink that has something in it you didn't know.
Oh, you
I record you
Rick
doing
Ross
these
and it.
acts, and then later on I bring those acts up and say,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, that's insane, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, that's basically what he was doing.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Bill Cosby and people.
Bill Cosby people.
Did you guys see the old Breakfast Club interview that surfaced of Charlamagne saying playing like a drop? It was a crazy drop. It was about Diddy at a party and he was like calling somebody daddy or whatever and he was just like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah. He's like,
Wait, what?
Charlamagne's
That's
like,
how
that was
Diddy
you.
talks to people.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
He's like calling people daddy and shit.
Oh, did he? Yeah, he was filming Meek in like the hot tub or something like that.
No, that's generally like how he talks to guys. Like if he's close with you, he'd be like, "Yeah, daddy." Like he'll
That's
talk to you
so-
casually, just like that.
That's crazy.
He said video of him freestyle at the party and he said something about like we started rapping about sex. Did he look over and was like started dancing all crazy?
Hey,
and
in
shit.
that video too of him with Justin Bieber recently where he was like checking for a wire.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't like. Caleb said, "Bro, stop." Give Caleb a wrench. Why doesn't Caleb have a wrench?
I got you.
Because he's a fan.
He is a fan. He was confused why Diddy was under fire. He's like,
All right, well,
this
I
sounds like stuff I do all the time.
I hope you got
I
the
have these
answers you were
parties with
looking
Romeo all the time. You guys are invited.
What do you mean? You never heard of a Romeo freak off? Let's go to break.
Listen to Jelly Roll and get down.
The jelly roll is the nastiest part of that.
Tell us about merch.
All right. If you are tired of the same old Detroit sports merch, head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today and get yourself some brand new merch. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all that guaranteed to turn heads. So why don't you head on over to woodwardsports.com, click that shop tab today and get yourself some brand new merch.
Winning is a habit. So is listening daily to Woodward Sports. We're glad you're a winner, and thanks for listening.
Into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Hamp for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
Kinda doctor.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
Chris, you are an idiot. So many reasons in that last span of 30 seconds.
Oh, well.
I also was just mouthing words to him. This dude moves his fucking headphones.
I was
like
just
he was gonna hear me mouthing the word.
It's like when like someone's looking for something in a car and they like turn the radio down.
Yeah, I do that actually when I get lost.
'Cause you're a fucking boomer, dude.
When you get lost, you don't turn the radio down. Like, all right, hold the fuck.
Let me lock in.
Yeah, you gotta lock in. You don't turn the radio down. Like, all right, hold on.
Turn it up.
Yeah, fuck it, right. I call it cap. Everybody does that.
I don't get lost.
And I think of that every time I do it. Like, why the fuck did I just turn the
I have a
radio down?
natural sense of direction.
I do too.
From my Sioux blood.
The only place What?
Soup.
Soup?
Sioux.
S-I-O-U-S. So your dad's side.
Well.
I don't really get lost, except for one time I was in New Orleans, I got lost. They don't have roundabouts there. You just like drive through shit.
Yeah, New Orleans sounds like a terrible, lawless swamp.
Dude, Miami.
No, New Orleans is fucking awesome.
Yeah, no. That's why.
Oh, yeah. I want to go to...
sounds like a place I would love.
I was actually from the Amon-Ra St. Brown podcast. They were talking about AZ being like a mini Miami. When I think about it, all the girls I know from AZ are fucking tense.
Xavier D says, mailbag, Spenny, your favorite birthday memory. Also, I just sent you a bottle of Malort from Chicago. Do not do that. Malort is so fucking gross.
I never had it.
You don't. It is literally the most disgusting liquor of all.
Champagne.
Time.
Oh, it's liquor?
It's like, I don't even know what kind of liquor it is. It's just gross.
Is that the one we were talking about? Like, it was as a punishment? Like, we had to do a shot of?
It's disgusting.
Yeah, dude, that's evil.
Favorite birthday memory?
How much money would someone have to pay you to take ownership of your favorite birthday memory?
Yeah. You can keep going, though. But I don't really know.
All right, I'm asking this one to Mike. How much money would someone have to give you for you to take ownership of 1,000 bottles of baby oil? This is from DNC.
I do it for free.
I mean,
it's
going to have to be upwards of at least 25, 50K. It's like a sponsorship deal or something. Like, they're going to have to sponsor me or something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'd do it for free, and I'd sell the bottles one at a time. Diddy
at cost.
Diddy owned baby oil.
That's
Part of the freak off.
On a brand deal.
Yeah,
he's gonna come down. Yeah,
freak off baby oil, dude. They should jump on that right now.
How long did Cosby got let out because he's old, right?
Yeah, he's senile.
Oh,
dude, you remember the dude?
I mean, he's also an actor, though. He could have been.
That was the most insane video I've ever
crazy.
seen in my
He's just walking.
Bro's walking into like court.
What's crazy because like when he did comedy, wasn't that kind of like comic too? Like bah, bah,
He was like a shot comic. I don't know what.
So maybe like wasn't like
the pudding.
Yeah, maybe he was really just crazy.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that's what he was doing. He was doing it like a joke, but like that's not the time to do that.
Oh, you think? Oh, I thought he was just.
No, that was for sure. Like making a joke to the cameras.
That man is goofy.
That's funny as fuck, actually. That's
Dude,
actually hilarious.
Insane.
When I saw it, like, it scared me a little bit. That was weird.
Dude, Spenny, you look jacked in that shirt.
So how long you think he's getting locked up for?
Did he? I think it's like a
For
minimum
life.
of like
Life.
10 years.
Life?
Life. They're going to give him 10 life sentences. 10.
Yeah.
For real? Is that what he's getting charged with right now?
He did some wild stuff. And it's all on tape.
Yeah. It's all
he
all
filmed
done.
it himself.
Yeah, tape
It's
part is
bad.
kind of
When those tapes go out, and This is just the tip of the iceberg.
I want to see the tapes. I gotta see.
I don't.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Like there's horror stories.
I mean, I'd watch them, but I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
You
gotta
want to
see
see?
them.
Oh, no,
You
I
want to
gotta
see them because you're a freak.
Yeah. No, not because I'm a freak. I just want to see what the hell was so crazy.
He was beating people. He was forcing people to do stuff. He was giving them like ketamine and drugs and IVs and stuff. Like it's crazy.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Like this freak offs were so long that they had IVs to.
I did see that.
To replenish fluids.
Yeah, he had like the medical records and shit like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But they were paid. I don't know if they're paid.
That right there is literally a violation of the law, right? You can't have people's medical records. Insane.
Yeah, he's our comp. Hell, that's the first time I've seen him.
Yeah.
You go take him out real quick.
He looks the part.
He does look the part. Looks like a guy you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah, for sure.
Just fucking Eastern European mafia or something.
Yeah.
But again, it is my birthday. Shout out to everybody for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. LeBron, yeah, that is a LeBron quote. Goat James. Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Oof.
The Diddler.
The Diddler.
But
Mailbag Easy, Detroit's pretty much gone forever. It's just like a scary movie. Just when you think they're gone, they come back to life. He did come back to life. I don't know who brought him back, but he's back.
Just when I think I'm out,
they pull me back in.
Well, that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button. For Easy, for Silent Mike, appreciate you filling in, brother. For Chris, I am Spencer. We are the Heavyweights. Again, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you all. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
That Hutch question I just saw, it'd be crazy if you did.
Yeah.